Hey Leos, welcome to Turn Heal. Welcome to the place where we turn heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Lisa here. All right. Welcome to your reading for whenever you watch this. It doesn't matter. All right. Now let's get started. I come to you, Holy God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Leo Collective needs to know? Thank you so much. All right, so we have Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. And we have Stars in the Sky, limitless possibilities. These are two cards of choices, of possibilities, of expansion, abundance, potential. That's what it is. It's a lot of potential in the air right now. That's what I'm feeling. It might stem from a tower moment of some sort, okay, some unexpected change, but it opens up a whole new set of choices that you didn't have before, all right? All right. All right, what's going on, Leos? We have the Four of Wands coming out. Yeah, it leads to some type of stability. It might be a bit disorienting to have all these choices. I don't know why I'm feeling this whirlwind energy here. King of Swords. This is the opposite of like being confused. It seems like there's going to be a process of needing to have this level of clarity with the King of Swords. With all these possibilities coming in, you have the ability to be clear about what's good for you, what's not, you know, what's a real option that you want to pursue and what's not, you know, what's not worth your time. But the choice is yours. It does seem like you have a choice whether you can find someone that you were, that falls in line with what your usual type is. For example, or you can say, hey, I want to try something new. I want to switch it up. You know, this is up to you, but you're in this time of like creation and potential. It's like this void energy. All right. Two of Cups coming out in reverse. It feels like, yeah, you can kind of go back to how things were, or you can try something new. This is a fork in the road moment. Okay. All right. It's like with this information, realizing that certain things are misaligned. Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, certain things were misaligned and it was a bit of a struggle. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to finally try something new? Okay. Four of Swords. See, this is a pause energy, the void energy, that moment where you have to sit and think like, See, this can come through in so many different ways. Like maybe you're dating, maybe you're single and dating, and two people come in, right? And one reminds you of what you usually go for, and another one reminds you of something you've never experienced. You like them both. And now it's like that fork in the road moment. Do I try this new thing, or do I go for the thing that I usually like? You know, I know this gets me going. I usually like the bad boys, but should I go for the straight lace guy? You know, so this is a moment. It's a moment, and it feels like it's very neutral. Whichever way you want to go, it's just what it is. But essentially, it does feel like this is a choice to choose a new cycle and to change up the energy, because whatever it is that you were going for before, it wasn't working, right? So I feel like, even though they're not saying it, I feel like time to try something new. Okay. So yeah. If this is a test, that's the answer. So we have the Queen and the King of Swords here. I feel like this is an opportunity to exercise a clearer sense of judgment based on the wisdom that you've attained in the past lesson, this past love, okay? So let's say you had someone, you couldn't get over them. I know the Leo Collective had this energy where they had a soulmate they couldn't get over, or whatever the case is. And then let's say you meet someone new who might, you feel like you learned the lesson, you got through it, you learned the lesson, and then you meet someone new who reminds you of this person. And it's something like that, where are you going to apply the wisdom, or are you going to fall for the same old type? This can apply to love, it can apply to other things, okay? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of choices might be coming in, and some of them are false. Some of them are tests. This is meant to solidify. This is meant to solidify the lesson that you've learned. This is meant to put your wisdom into practice. And that's what gets the wheel turning, the wheel of fortune, okay? The wheel of fortune is coming out here. So this is a tricky situation because I feel like some of you guys, it is a test. And it is going to come off like a wish fulfillment. But let's think, I would say this, let's think about a past time where you thought someone was a wish fulfillment, right? And they weren't. They ended up being the total opposite, right? So you know not to fall for those types of, those feelings that just arise without you doing the research or taking time out to really feel someone out, if that's the case, okay? So I'm just giving an example of why it's important to probably, in this case, I feel like the judgment, there's a need to make better judgments, judgment calls, and based off of your intellect, okay? Using your heart and your mind in love, okay? Having the passion, having the love all day, but not giving someone love because you feel flooded with these emotions. Having the discipline and having the emotional boundaries needed to say, okay, I feel these emotions. I could just be infatuated. So let me just test this out. Let me get to know this person more and see if what I'm feeling is real or if it's just excitement. All right. So it's a need to practice this new level of emotional balance, okay, and emotional wisdom that you have attained in a past cycle, all right? This is like the final test before you actually go into the new cycle. But, yeah. There's no but after that. It is what it is. It's a test. So someone's going to come in and test you and see if you still want to choose the bad boy, okay, or whatever your thing is. All right. All right, let's look into how does it apply to love and the career. All right, how does this apply to love? Oh my God. Knight of Swords, yeah. I'm feeling like, so this is for someone who might have the tendency to, I talked about this in a Virgo reading, you might appreciate it, because that the Virgo reading is what happens when you learn the lesson, okay? If you pass this test, how it looks. Okay, so that might help to inspire you, okay? But we do have the Knight of Swords coming out in reverse. I feel like this is the energy of someone who might have the tendency to overlove pretty quickly, move impulsively with love, all right? And it's time to learn a lesson on that. Like I said, setting the emotional boundaries, but also still being open, having that little dance, all right? There's also a thing here about honoring your truth when it comes to people that you meet. You might jump into things and then see the truth about them, but because you're already invested, you might not want to backpedal on a situation. So like I said, the remedy of that is just slowly creeping into the love, right? Instead of diving in, being all gung-ho about it, without seeing if they're worth it or deserving of it. They can be a soulmate all day, but if they don't have the emotional tools and they're not equipped to give you the love that you need and deserve, then it's not time for that connection, okay? Or they could simply just be a lower level connection, okay? They could just be an unhealthy karmic connection, which exists, okay? All right. Now, there's a thing about honoring your truth in relationships where your intuition might be telling you one thing, but because you want what you want, you're just ignoring all signs. So that could be, so for some of you guys, these are just different ways where you're ignoring truths, okay? This will be different for everyone, where you're like kind of bulldozing the truth, okay? Because you want to see or experience the love, okay? So that's something that is going to get tested here. If this is something that you're used to, that you've been struggling with, okay? And you feel like you learned that lesson. Now it's like, put your money where your mouth is, baby, all right? You'll be rewarded for every test that you pass, all right? All right, and how does it apply to the career? You have the Three of Pentacles coming out. Star card. Okay. All right. This is all in all, this is about using wise judgment and better discernment when it comes to the people around you. When it comes to the lovers that you choose, why are you choosing them? Okay? Are you choosing them because they're in your life, because they tried to bag you, and because they're cute? Because you don't want to be alone and you want someone there, and it seemed like it worked and they were into you? Or did you really take a look at them and see, hey, this person has the traits that I want in a spouse, in a partner, and this is why I'm going to move forward with them? When it comes to your career and when you're building with people, friendships or business partnerships, whatever the case is, how are you choosing these partners? How are you choosing these people that you're networking with? Are you just networking with them because you guys have the same interests? You guys are in the same industry? You guys could be in the same industry and not gel. They could still be crappy, right? It's time to be more discerning with who you let in on an emotional front and on a career front, okay? Who are you feeding your energy to, okay? And what are you receiving in return, all right? How is this energetic exchange nourishing you? And is it nourishing? It's time to start looking at relationships like that. Who's nourishing, who's not? Before you really commit to, hey, we're buddies, we're BFFs, you know? It's like when we have like best friends in kindergarten or whatever, it's based on, oh, we both like the color blue. Yay, we're best friends forever. Or, hey, we're neighbors, so naturally we're best friends, right? But then when we step into adulthood, right, we have to use more discernment. When it comes to, okay, do I want this type of energy in my life? What are they doing with their lives? And am I just bringing them into my life because they're there and they want to talk about love and hip hop all day? You know, it's like, what's the reason for bringing people in? Okay, it's time to just, it's okay to think like that, okay? Because essentially it's protecting your energy. So start protecting your energy more. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you like that, all right? It's time to start moving like that, all right? All right. Let's look at the advice real quick. Ace of Cups coming out. Out of many choices, this is in conclusion, because it does seem like there are many choices that might be coming through as far as where your heart can take you. This can show up as many passions or many loves. I feel like the test will be in the romantic sense possibly, but a new window of opportunity is opening up, and there might be a few of them, and it's up to you to make a judgment call based on a new set of standards, and not the same set of standards that you had before, okay? So that's the test, and that's the answer. Go ahead and ace it. You got this, all right? All right, well, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again, peace.